Okay, I think this should be working now. Every time I switch between trying to get the input for computer game and a Switch game, it seems like I have to adjust all the settings again in order to get it working correctly. So that's kind of annoying. I think it might be that every time it reboots it just forgets what the stream capture device is and what the yeah, I don't know what it is exactly. But anyway, back to the game. I haven't played this since I ended the stream that one day, so I don't exactly remember what I was doing. Exactly. I do generally remember. Let's see. I believe I beat the first area in the Dark World, but not the second. So I believe I have to go up there. Or I believe I have to go to the second dungeon. Now I don't actually remember for sure what dungeon was second. I think it may have been the... It's not the swamp. I know it's not the... Well, I guess I'll check around to see where it was. Okay. Well, there was a portal around here somewhere. Let's see, does it say? No, this does not say where exactly the portals are. Pretty sure there was a portal here, because there's a bunch of portals all around, and now that I've gotten the hammer, I know that there's a few portals that are here, that are around, that are accessible. Okay. I think this is the only incarnation of Link that has the purple hair, or pink hair, or whatever that is. Okay. I'm gonna have to remember where a portal is. Okay. I think there's a ferry here. Yep. It'll take me a moment to orient myself again and remember everything. Normally, I don't exit the Dark World until I've run around quite a bit in it. Like jumping off and jumping off that island with the heart piece is not something that is super common. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I would never expect that a rock would be able to fly through a statue like that. Okay. Don't know what those weird enemies are. These are like pig soldiers. I don't know what those are supposed to be either, really. Because supposedly everyone in the Dark World is like somebody that was transformed into a monster of some kind. As far as I know, that's what it's supposed to be. I think I need the... Actually, the map will say what order. Okay, it is this place that I go. Go to the swamp. It's good to check, just to be sure. I don't know if the music is correctly adjusted and whatnot. I guess if somebody's in chat, they'll let me know if and when somebody arrives. If the music is at a good level. Okay. Yep. So if something changes in the other world, it will affect this world. It's a good thing I touched that tablet and he knew exactly where I was. So, you know, it's not like there's any reason for him to think that I was in that particular location. Or rather, it's a good thing that he thought to give that bit of advice here. I think this is the only place in the world where this particular thing happens. I'm not exactly sure if I remember or not. But there might be another place where this sort of thing happens. It's the only one I can remember offhand. Though I suppose if I come to a point where there's another something like this, then I'll probably remember it as the solution, even if I don't remember it right now. Because I have 100%ed this game multiple times, so... Water skippers. It is weird to see a bunch of water skippers as enemies. That's got to be one of the most harmless seeming enemies that are still harmful. Because little blobbies are like, you know, I could see that being an enemy, but a water skipper? Water skippers are fragile. I guess Super Mario 64 had water skippers too, so that's not too weird, I guess. For some reason I was expecting the skull pottery to block the shot. Yeah. Okay. That middle thing only shoots out a shot when there's when you swing your sword. What? I'm glad that missed. Gonna have to get used to this D-pad on the controller again. For some reason the D-pad on the classic controller feels a little bit awkward. I mean, I don't know what it is exactly about it. These guys only jump back if you swing at them, but if you hold your charge, they don't. And you can also get the you can also get them by holding up a swing charge. They're usually pretty annoying enemies until you like figure out that you can do those things to take care of them. Woo. Jump into the water. I have all the fairies yet. All the fairies I want. I think normally I just barrel through this area, but... No, I want this. This is the... one of the best items in the game. Oh. The hook shot is this dungeon item. I think I've played through almost every Zelda game completely through more recently than I've played this one. Like, I haven't played every Zelda game, but, you know, almost all of them. More recently than this one. Now I know where the bad guy is. Yay. I already know where he is. Can't pull any of these tongues. But we'll pull some tongues later. So yeah. I'm going to remember this one the least out of all of them. Probably later on I'm gonna have a little bit more wandering. No, I can't get through that way. Yeah, there's the key. Okay. Bit by bit I will be getting through this. I probably won't be beating this on stream today because it'll probably take longer than just one time through. Ah. Wow. I'm taking a lot of hits because I don't know what I'm doing. One thing about the hook shot is that it will be able to kill those flying jellyfish that are troublesome. And then I won't have to worry about dealing with them accidentally electrocuting me because I didn't handle them properly. Okay, there we go. Now I can swim over that thing. Woo! Okay. Yeah. Well, that's why I have the fairies. You know, now that I think of it, I'm not sure I remember where the last bottle is. Like, I think you can get all of the bottles relatively early. Like, I think either after this dungeon I can get the last one, or maybe it's, yikes. Maybe it's something that I could have gotten before I came here. But I just don't know. Hmm. Okay. Ah. I don't know what I was thinking of before. But yeah, the hook shot can serve mostly of the function of the boomerang, but also be able to deal with enemies that the boomerang only stuns or doesn't even stun, but just deal damage to them too. I remember one time I played through this, I skipped over the blue armor, I think it is. There's like two stages of the armor upgrades, tunics. One time I skipped over one of the stages because I wanted to know if the armor upgrades just upgraded you one step, or if each one was something different. Yeah. Which one of those was a heart? Oh well. But I think the next dungeon is a tunic upgrade that it gives you, so you don't take as much damage in this world. I don't remember for sure though, because it's easy to forget stuff like that. What? I could have sworn that one of those was a key. I guess not? I guess I just have to go hit the switch again. This is why I don't speedrun games, because I'm gonna always forget little trivia things like that. I think the only time I ever tried to do a speedrun was maybe like Super Metroid, when I wanted to beat it quickly to see if there was a different ending that I wasn't able to get. Okay. I think people always say that these water dungeons are the worst ones. Like, for some reason, every Zelda game, people hate the water dungeons the most. I don't know if that's because they're the most maze-like, for some reason. Although I think it's largely just people expect those to be the ones they hate the most, so they end up hating them the most. Kind of self-fulfilling thing. Woo. Although I should probably go back to the start and see if I can hunt down another fairy. Because at the rate I'm going, I'm probably gonna have to use another fairy, or end up having another fairy auto-use. Although I do have a ton of money. It would make a lot of sense for me to start buying potions. Because I'm already at the point where potions are more cost-effective. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Can't remember. No, down was nothing. That's just the entrance. Yeah, okay, it is just up. I wanted to make sure to double check that it was just up. But yeah, I think most of these dungeons are pretty straightforward. The only one that I think is maze-like to any degree in this game is the last dungeon. Or not the last dungeon. Actually, yeah, it is the last dungeon, because the whatever of power is just a or the temple that you fight the last boss in is just the last boss. There's no like extended thing associated with it. For some reason, even though the hookshot is made of metal, it does not transmit the electricity the way the sword does. Oh. I forgot I'm not invincible in the entryways. So I was using that moment to look at the thing. See, in the original Zelda, you could just stay in the doorway forever, and then it would, you'd be just fine. Ah, I need to go get the upgraded shield so I can block those shots. But yeah, for some reason, I guess... Yeah. Nope, that's... I need to go back the other way. No, I can't pull that. I was just checking. I didn't think it was pullable because the enemy shots fire too quickly. Okay. it was... I guess I have to go over there to do this. Okay, this opens both doors, I guess. It's weird to be like playing this and sort of remembering what to do, but half forgetting. Like knowing that there's no super difficult puzzles or anything. Just flipping all the switches and stuff. Make the drain appear. That was a well-hidden drain. Yeah. Where's this one? I really can't remember if there's something valuable in the other room. I guess this is the way forward, so I want to go in the other room first. I don't care about any of that stuff, but I guess I'm stuck with what it'll be. Little blobs of water and fish, evil fish. Imagine the person that got turned into an evil fish. You go into the dark world and you just turn into a fish. You have to go to this like sewer area, I guess. There we go. That's what I prefer. Gives you a couple hearts and some other stuff that would be better. There we go, more hearts. Okay, so I did use 2 fairies. I guess they are below the level of the water, so it makes sense not to be able to... No, I can't do that. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, just all these water skippers. There's just tons of them all over the place. Those little blob things are really well hidden. They're just like camouflaged as part of the floor, I guess. Okay, draw them up this way. Can't remember if there's a way to like get them. Like if you could shoot them with a bow from up here or not. I don't think so though. Yeah, I think I could do this. Yeah. I don't even know what those are supposed to be. They always made me think of like little cloud puffs or something like that. But they aren't cloud puffs, they have like little angry eyes and stuff. I guess it could be like Mario cloud puffs, but it's associated with this weird one-eyed floating jellyfish monster. And it sends them out by makes them circle. I'm sure there's probably like concept art somewhere that kind of explains it. Yeah, and didn't even need that other fairy. I like how the heart does not actually fill up your life. But as soon as I finish the dungeon, it will. Or as soon as he hears whatever expedition the maiden has for him. Let's see. Well, yeah, now you're in my clutches. Not the monster's clutches. Triforce was hidden in the Golden Land. Yep. Okay, so the Golden Land was accessed by Ganondorf. Couldn't figure out how to return to the light world. Okay. Yep. Yeah, well, for some reason, it said earlier, I think it said earlier that the people were sealed him away in there. Not that he wound up here and like couldn't figure out how to get out. So I don't know. It's a little inconsistent with the lore, but you know. The events of these games aren't supposed to be completely well known, I think. What does this sign say? Swamp of Evil? Yep, no entrance. I have to go somewhere else to get the entrance to there. But now it's time for Dungeon 3. I guess I'll go talk to this guy. Ah. No, that tree doesn't want to talk. Could have sworn that one of these you can talk to. Don't know how that makes sense. It's like these trees were ordinary people and then they got turned into that. I'm pretty sure one of those trees talks. They don't say anything important. They just like talk to you. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now I have a shovel. I can dig around. I used to remember exactly where the this thing was. Oh hey, it's showing me this again. I just remember exactly where this was, but I don't now. But, yeah, there we go. Well, I mean, I guess I got pretty close. Uh, and I guess that's what happens to these people. They die and then they turn into trees. Like, I guess he's dead now. I don't really know, though. Okay. I think you can get a heart piece here. I think so. Maybe. Yeah. Oh. Nope, I did not get it. Nope. He didn't say that he had a heart piece, so I don't know. Maybe this isn't something that gets you heart pieces. Ah, oh well. I'm just gonna continue on. That might not be a heart piece challenge. I know there are some of them that are. Like this is. Guy with the shovel. The heart piece here is also something that... Oh right, that's right, you just have a flute now instead of a shovel. I know that I think the heart piece that's here is in a particular spot as well, but I never remember here. I would just dig around randomly, I think. I can't jump out there. Okay. Like, I'm pretty sure this game does have a heart piece in it. I don't have 2 heart pieces. Or I don't have any heart pieces, so if I don't find it after a few plays, I can just move on without being worried that I'm going to lose something. But yeah, there's also a guy that has you pay him to open 3 treasures, and he also has art piece in his game. I wonder if I'm making my money back. Well, it'd be more of a priority to do that if I actually, oh, I can't actually go up there that way. No, I don't need to do this actually. I can just do that. Because you need the better lifting glove in order to go up there. Nope. That's not the mini game I want. I want the game that has a whole bunch of chests. I don't know why I ran down to get the heart there. Okay, I gotta show this flute to the old man. Is he in the tavern? Oh yeah. So he lost his son and now he hangs out all day in the tavern. Yeah. Yeah. Play the song for the bird in the village square. That seems kind of weird. Oh yeah. That's just a clue for the go meet the fairy that gives you the better boomerang. Actually, I think that fairy also upgrades your shield. I don't know why I didn't upgrade it the first time I saw her. But he wants me to... Okay, he wants me to play the flute for the inanimate weather vane. And it turns into a duck. For some reason that I don't think is ever explained, really. But that's our fast travel system. Now whenever I play the flute, I can fast travel to all the different places in the world. I think the next place to go is the Dark World Ruins. Or the, I think the next place to go is the Dark Worlds, the Dark World Forest. The Dark World's analog for the Lost Woods. But I'm not sure. I'm not certain. Can't remember if one of these houses has anything in it or not. I don't think they do. Well, besides this. This person figured that somebody would, like, raid their house of money eventually. So they tried to hide some behind the painting there, I guess. Okay. Don't know if I want to go over here. That didn't have anything in it. That's not what I want either. Can't remember what I actually need for the forge to work. I remember when I got the treasure chest, because there's a treasure chest you get that you're supposed to drag from one place to the other. I remember I'd always get the treasure chest quest done and the forging the sword to make it stronger done at the same time. But I never remember if... I never remember what it was exactly that I did. I ran over a mine. Let's see. I don't really know where I want to go right now. So I'm just wandering around randomly. I remember the beginning of the game much more than I do the middle-ish. I mean, the beginning's a lot simpler to remember. Boy, that okay, there we go. Time to get more of this. I don't really care about the... I don't really care about the blue one. It's nice that the witch has an assistant. I don't think the witch really does anything that necessarily requires an assistant, but it is nice that she has one. So she can just sit outside the shop stirring the potion all day. There's no real reason to go up to the Zorda's domain. Apart from this one reason here. Ah. Okay. Oh, whoops. I did not mean to do that. I like how random this thing is. You just throw an item in here. The first time you play this, you have absolutely no idea what it is that you can throw in here and get something out of it. If you say you didn't, she doesn't give you the better item. But then if you say that, yeah, there we go. Now I have the better shield. I should have gotten that the first time I went there, but... Oops, I forgot. Okay. Yeah, there was nothing here. Wish I could remember, because there was one of these, there's 3 spells in this game. And, they all require that you have the book and the Master Sword. You use the book to translate the runes or whatever they are. And then, you get the spell from doing that. But, I know one of them's in the top right corner somewhere. I'm sure it's not Zora's domain that they are, but I can't remember for sure. Okay, so these are all the options I have for where to go. I guess I'll go down here. Nope. I need the stronger upgrade to do that. I didn't think that was where I could go next, but yeah. Actually, I'll go up here. Because if I recall correctly, I can get something with the hook shot. I think there might be a couple heart pieces around here I can get. I don't know if now is the best time to, the most time optimal time to get them, but I can also go to the upper part of Death Mountain as well. The sparkles in the background of this place always made me think of like space. I don't know what they're supposed to be exactly. I mean, obviously I'm not floating around in space, but you know, it's always what reminded me of it. Okay. I need to... I need the better glove to get up to there. Dang it. Well, that's what I have the extra fairy for. I was hoping to last till I got up here. Oh well. Okay. Wait, was... Nope. Okay. I only have the one. Well, at least I'm at full life now. Okay. Time to head back to the, time to... Okay. Okay. His secret shop. Oh man. That person must be very relieved. Actually, what were they selling? Were they selling bombs? Maybe they could have gotten out of there on their own. For some reason I thought there was like a heart piece over here. Maybe it's this one? Like I'm sure there's... I was pretty sure there was a heart piece I could grab. It was a long staircase to get up there. And those enemies are unkillable. Okay, that is a heart piece. I think this is the one I want. yeah, that one at the left there is the thing I want to go down. Oh, there's just fairies all over this place. Okay, I guess I'll just jump down one of these, since the other direction is a direction I don't care about. Nope, this isn't the correct one, I think. Where is it? Oh, okay. It is. Okay. It's meant to confuse you about which hole you want, so you have to like jump down all of them until you figure out that you want this one. Oh, I guess not. I mean, it's still a good hole to drop down. Maybe it's the one on the bottom then? Or maybe this is not actually a thing that gets you anything in particular. I guess not. Okay. I'm thinking of another thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Hello, Aniga Kitty. I do remember there are heart pieces around here, but I guess I don't remember this as well as I thought I did. Okay. But yeah, I do remember the requirement of needing to be at Turtle Rock, though. Let's see. Those little rocks always, like, made me think of chocolate for some reason. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Like fresh magma boulders that had just cooled, I think, maybe? I don't know. The colors here look kind of odd or off in some way. But yeah, I used to know this game a lot better than I do now. I may as well get the other thing. The thing that I actually know how to... You know where all the heart pieces are? Yeah. That is something that I've 100%ed this game multiple times. It's been at least 10 years since I've done any of this game before. Or, you know, since the last time I went through this. Actually, I think the last time I did it was when there was the re-release on the Game Boy, maybe? The Game Boy Color, I think. Or no, not that. Game Boy Advance had a release of this with 4 swords on it, and that was the last time... I think when that was new was the last time I went through the game. So I sort of mostly remember all of this. So I sort of remember, you know, when I'm near things, I sort of remember, oh, there was a thing here, but I don't remember, like, definitively about all this. Anyway, I don't think there's much else for me to find here right now. Or rather, I'll probably worry about more stuff later. The important thing is I collected the... actually, that wasn't the earthquake thing, was it? That was the lightning thing, I think. But I did collect something. So there's that. There is no sky level arboreal. There are 4 heart pieces on the mountain. I do remember the one that you have to go outside into the... You're in Turtle Rock in the middle of the dungeon, and you randomly go outside on a ledge, and then you use the mirror to go to the light world. And there's a ledge that you can only access from inside the Turtle Rock dungeon to go into the cave. And that's where one of the heart pieces is. Then there was also that one that I saw on the screen briefly. But yeah, there is no sky level. The areas that are visible now are... Let's see. All the areas that are in the game are visible now. Well, the places that they are visible. So, let's see what they were. Yeah, 3 was the forest. Okay, though the one thing about this that I always kind of... I mean, I don't really hate anything in this game or dislike anything, but when I had the goal of... dang it. When I had the goal of trying to beat the game with 0 deaths or losses, I remember that this dungeon was one of the more frustrating ones, because this dungeon over here has the Wall Master in it, which is the hand that drops from the ceiling and tries to grab you. And, you know, while that enemy is not necessarily too frustrating, it does take you back to the entrance, and it counts as a death for some reason to have it capture you. The third is... oh, yeah. Yeah, I would already have that heart piece. Yeah, there's just a mountain above the clouds. But yeah, all the rest of the dungeons are located here. I mean, the game tells you, like, where to go. This is about as hand-holdy as the game is, really. They just tell you what order to do all the things in. Yeah, the 4th one is close to the 3rd. Yeah, it's in the Dark World on, like, or no, it's not in the Dark World, but it's in the Light World on a thing. But yeah. I guess I'll go up this route. What? No, for some reason I thought there was a pathway there. But yeah, that's right. The path is closed off in that direction. Okay, so I actually do have to go the long way around. So I guess I may as well go this way. For some reason I couldn't remember that you had to do this. Possibly what's complicating it further for me, this is that I can't remember when exactly, but I think maybe a year or two ago I played through the A Link Between Worlds, which is basically just nostalgia bait because it uses this almost this same exact map, but makes little changes to it everywhere to just like throw you off. But like if you look at this map and then you look at the Light World map and compare it to A Link Between Worlds, it's like almost all the same. It has the town on the left. It has like all the general landmarks are all in the same place. But there's like all the things that block you off in one direction or another are all in different places. So if you play this, or if you play that and then you play this, it will definitely throw you off because all the paths are similar looking but different. Okay. Okay. I couldn't remember if there was a cave up there or whatever. But the bee. That's one thing that they have not brought back. The bee. The golden bee. I guess I get my bomb back. I may as well get this too. I mean, it's kind of easy to know where to go in most of these heart pieces and whatnot. Just because you're not gonna have many different choices in what you do. You're gonna see, oh, there's a platform I can go to that apparently serves no purpose. There we go. There we go. So you're just gonna pass by it and decide to do that. And oops. And I want to go back into the Dark World. Okay. And can also get cape. Let's see what this says. Sure, I'll have him say that. Incredible beauty. Oh, yeah. I guess he's the guy that tells you about how to get in there. Since I already know that's not useful for me, but all of these little things of where to go and what to do, like, they had to put them... Why is that there? That arrow. Okay. Yeah. Now, I still don't know what those things are. Are they supposed to be Octoroks that just don't fire stuff at you? You need cape? What do you mean cape? There isn't a cape in this game. Do you mean the the upgraded tunic. Or was there a cape that I'm somehow forgetting? Was there a cape? Okay, yeah, that's right. You need something to turn you invisible to get through that, I think. I really don't remember the cape. Because I'm thinking of the cape from, what is it? The... trying to think what it is. It's in Link's Awakening. Except, no, that's a feather, isn't it? The thing that makes you jump. The thing that's in the graveyard, though, I guess I can get in there through here. Just check to see if there's something there. For some reason, I didn't notice that you could get in here with that. I was thinking I needed the other thing for it. Nah. Why am I doing that? What? Hmm? Can't pull it that way? Huh. I could have thought you could push this up. Maybe I do need the increased strength to do it. Charge? What, you just charge at it? Huh, okay. I really don't remember that. Is it something that you can... Is it something you can charge at besides that? For some reason, I don't remember that you can charge at that. Well, thanks for the tip there. I think before I always would get that only when I went through the rest of the game and got the extra strength power up. Yeah, some things are easily forgotten. I think the cape is something I almost never used. That's why I was thinking like, what? There's no cape at first. And then I, got to the thing and then I remembered, oh yeah, there's something that turns you invisible that lets you get through this obstacle. Like I had to actually see the situation that you need it for to remember what the item was that exists. It's weird to like half remember the game after so long. Because I mean, playing it is not quite a new experience, but sort of like it feels a lot different to play this after so many other games were made in the franchise. The gape is only needed only twice in the game. Well, I think it's meant so that you can bypass annoying rooms that you don't have to fight enemies in. Potentially. like those enemies. But you're saying it's only needed for 2 things. It's more of a completion thing than it is a necessary item. That's what was so great about this game, is that there's so many items in it that are completely optional that you really don't need. You don't need to beat it. Like, all the magic items, or all the magic spells are optional. And I think there's like 8 hidden hearts or something. You know, heart pieces, or heart containers that you make from heart pieces. I already have a shield. Okay. I'm just checking what these things are. Because again, like, I'm going to remember, like, secrets and things that I get as I see them, not necessarily at the time I see them. And oops, I spawned inside something. Like, I remember the sign that says, "Please don't throw things in my ring." And then you, of course, throw the sign inside the ring. Oh yeah. Well, you know. Oh, dang it. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah. I'm just sort of doing a casual play of it. Which I should really put that in the title. That all of these are casual plays through the game. Okay, well. Okay. But yeah, that is kind of an old school trolling. I actually can't remember if there's something down here or not. I guess not. Because nothing down here looks like it's a thing. Okay. Okay, I don't remember if there's any way to get to the Dark World from that region up there with the items that I have. So I have to go back here and do the thing again. The castle entrance. Oh, you're right. The portal that I originally came through. I always forget that that's still a thing. Because you only, like, need to go there once. And then usually when I used to play through the game, I'd always go through the Dark World and never return to the World of Light. Unless I was getting a heart piece. Which is, you know, mostly by the time you get to the Dark World, you don't really need to run around in this overworld anymore. And then I think after this next dungeon, actually, I don't remember what item you get in this next dungeon. I think I said earlier that it was the better tunic, but I'm not sure it was that, because that might be the ice dungeon that gives it that to you. Yeah. Third is the fire rod. Oh yeah, that's right, because you need it to unlock the boss room. You need to burn the nose of that thing that's in the forest somehow, whatever that thing is. I don't think you really use the fire rod for much of anything except to light torches after that. But yeah, that is correct. And just now I'm realizing I'm missing a heart container that was in the bottom there somewhere. Because there's a heart container just below that forest where I got the flute from. Pretty sure there's a heart container here that I could look for. I don't remember where it is though. That's the dungeon. Okay, here it is. Well, a heart is something. What? I thought he let you open 3 for some reason. The 7th and 5th bosses need fire rod. I remember that the moth, which is the 5th boss, I think, needs the fire rod, or doesn't need the fire rod, but it's a whole hell of a lot easier with the fire rod, which makes a lot of sense, but I did not really discover that until I think my Game Boy Advance playthrough, which is pretty ridiculous that, you know, I never actually tried that until then. I think it was because I just liked the challenge of that one. The moth is the 3rd boss? What was the 5th boss then? I guess I don't remember this game much at all. You can use the silver bee. Is it silver or gold? Because I always called it the gold bee. Oh, the eye and ice. Okay, yeah, you do need a fire rod for that. I never remember things. Oh, there we go. I found a heart piece. There's a skeleton chicken there. Which, I don't know how these chickens got lost in the dark world. I wish I could open that, but I can't. I don't remember where you get the big bombs. 6 heart pieces. Oh yeah. People without rupees are not welcome. Isn't that every, like, city or town? So let's see. I'm not sure if I got 3. I know I got at least 2 in the light world for the village? I never remember. I can't go there yet. No, I want the thing. Oh well. I can't remember what else was here. May as well take this person's treasure. Oh wow. I guess that's in case you don't have money for the treasure chest game. You can still use the money there. And there's the dungeon. That's just decoration for the dungeon, rather. Is this the one that talks to you? No. I remember one of those guys you can talk to. I just never remember which one it is. Most of them just spit bombs out at you. So what type of person would just turn into a tree? Or is it just all dead people that turn into the trees? Okay, well. No idea what type of person. Like, whatever those things are. I don't know. They're like some squash with weird yellow poison leaves on top that hop around. I don't know what those are. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Agna Kitty. A Naga Kitty. I'm always going to forget that pronunciation, but it's nice to get your hello. Yeah, that's not what I meant to press. That other thing is like a Venus flytrap that hops around. I wonder what the concept art for some of this stuff looked like. Because even back in the Super Nintendo days, they'd make super detailed concept art that they had absolutely no way of making faithful in sprite form. So there's got to be like concept art floating around of whatever some of this stuff is that we don't know what it is. Okay. Like, I know the pigs have got to be, like, police or guards that went into this other world. You notice that the village of outcasts that say they're that are implied to be just a village full of thieves doesn't have any of the guard. Doesn't have any of the pigs that are there. I think there's a heart piece in here, but I can't remember for sure. It's either here or... no, this just goes to the dungeon. Which has that annoying thing. This dungeon has like 3 different entrances from the main world. And I'll have to keep an eye out for the thingy. But I may as well do this while I'm here. And blow up this wall down here. The whole place is just rigged to explode. Oh, I shouldn't have lifted up that skull thingy. But luckily, falling into a bottomless pit doesn't hurt you too much. Okay, this is how you get the big treasure. In order to get the big treasure, you have to fall into the dungeon from outside of it. Because this pathway here is a one-way pathway. I was hoping that... Yeah, because that thing will trigger and there's no way to get in there from the other way. I'm surprised I didn't fall through there. Okay. That other hole that was up there I was trying to go towards is also a... No, not there. But yeah, it's like the whole woods is sort of this dungeon. There's like the main dungeon and then there's the woods. And it's those mummy guys. Except these ones just are tough and they walk around. Yeah. But yeah, that enemy will... That enemy will give me a death in the game if I get captured by him. And they don't do that thing where it... They don't do that thing in this game where it like makes a sustained growling sound as it approaches you or is about to swoop down on you. It just drops on you and makes that sound. And if you're not out of the way by the time it comes down, then, well, you get a death recorded. And there we go. I got a loss recorded just then. So if I were going for the record of having 0 losses accrued per dungeon, and I just failed that. That's why the time that I tried to do this ages ago, that enemy was so annoying because, you know, it's not easy to avoid that. And this isn't even the only dungeon that has it. Doesn't even stay away that long if you kill it. You just have to get good at the timing. Or just be super fast on the reflexes. And of course, you can have the thing where you just get knocked backwards into it. Like what what happened to me just then. Ah. I almost stayed in the doorway there. But then I remembered that that's no guarantee. I think the other time that guy appears is on a certain floor of the tower. Because the tower that's the last dungeon, before the end of the game is a, it's one that is, I think, 6 or 8 floors tall, maybe? And because it's so tall, it has like lots of different rooms, and I think there's a couple of mini-boss. There's a couple of mini-bosses that are versions. Like I think the knights from the first dungeon are an enemy in that tower. And like the dropping hand, I think only appears on floors 3 and 4 or something. But he does appear. I think in that tower though, he's not as annoying as he is in this one. Because he's basically, I guess he wasn't in that one spot that I first dropped down into, but he's in most areas, I think, of this dungeon. Not the boss room, though. Which is something, at least. Okay. At least he's easy to kill, and he doesn't require 20 attacks or whatever. Okay, I guess I need to go out and back to wherever. But yeah, part of this dungeon is the outside area here. But yeah, this is the thing that you burn that with the fire rod and then it opens up. Its eyes open up and it has like a mouth or something. I don't know what that's supposed to be either. It's like a giant bug with a proboscis that has legs. Because it looks like mandibles on the end there. I think whoever designed this just watched Alien or something before they're like, okay, I have to design a dungeon entrance. It'd be neat if the dungeon entrance looked like the xenomorph with the weird bitey mouth thing that comes out of the other mouth. And I think I just died. Yep. Since I'm not really too dedicated to not dying this time, I'm not really being as careful as I probably should be. And I don't know why I didn't get this the first time. Because it was up there the first time and I could have gotten it, but just slipped my mind at the time. But oh well. Actually, I think the thing I was thinking about with the sign might be up here in the entrance to Zora's domain. I think that it might just be a fortune teller. Actually, it doesn't say it's a fortune teller. I guess. I'll get through this eventually. No, just potions. Yeah, maybe I'll just switch away from... I'll just switch away from using fairies entirely. There's no point into worrying about conserving money or having a run with few deaths. Okay, well, I'm gonna go annoy a guy. I said earlier that I don't remember where to find this guy, but I'm going to go annoy him by throwing his stupid sign into his circle of rocks. Curses to anyone who throws something into my circle of stones. Oh. Well, I guess I won't be throwing the sign in there. Yeah, it's one of those fishes from Wind Waker. I don't know why he does that. But hey, he did that. I think this spell is actually needed to beat the game, but I can't remember for sure. Like, I want to say that you use it to open up Turtle Rock to enter it, but I don't actually know if that's true. I don't know why he gave that to me, though. Because, I mean, I basically was a jerk for no reason. You know, I read a sign of don't do this thing, and then I specifically went out to go do it. Like, I think you use the Quake spell in Turtle Rock and it changes, it like lowers it like changes the entrance to open up something, a passage. Like more than what a bomb would do. So it's not just cracks in the wall, it's just fully something else. I'll figure out which of those trees I can talk to at some point. Still can't believe that cape, you can charge the thing. Pretty sure that's more than just a thing that I forgot about. I'm pretty sure I never knew that. Actually, I want to go see what that house is. Because in the light world, that's a fortune teller, but I don't know if it's anything here. Oh, okay. It's a fortune teller. Actually, I don't know if... I know I must have looked in here before, but... Okay, the fortune teller, I think, looks the same in the light world and the dark world. Which is kind of weird. I guess they are wearing like a shrouded purple robe. So I guess it makes sense that whatever they look like, their figure is shrouded in a robe, so... You know, that's not too outlandish. Or that's not too unbelievable that they didn't change like everybody else changes. Or maybe their thing crystal ball is a moon pearl. 'Cause there's no reason to think that there's only the one, as far as I know. Okay, time to jump in here and go through a key door. And I do have a map for this, so that's convenient. Well, I have a key now, so there we go. Okay, now this room has those. Or has it? Ah. Okay. I'm pretty sure that the mummies, when they die by fire, they turn into magic pickups, and I think they die in one hit from fire. That's why they're everywhere. So, you know, in theory, they would be an enemy that's not that bad once I get the key here. Once I get the fire rod. Yikes. I think in order to get through here, I need to push that block earlier, but I may as well collect things to see if there's anything to get. Heart. No, don't push that block. Maybe it's a one way then. Oh, that's kind of annoying. But I do have one more key, and the other door did have a key. At least I know that some of the rooms now don't actually have the hand that drops down. It's not actually much consolation, but you know. I believe I have done a 0 death run of this, but it doesn't do anything special. You just have a 0 on your file rather than whatever number of how many tries it took you to beat. So it kind of like is neat to have, but it doesn't like do anything. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ah. That would be a much better treasure to leave ungotten. Because it's not like the compass actually really helps you at all in this game. Like, the Ocarina of Time, at least the compass will will show you the locations of treasures. And not every treasure was something you had to get in Ocarina of Time, so it's sort of like there kind of was more, it was kind of more helpful to have that. But this, it just shows you where the boss is, and if you already know what the dungeons look like, I mean, you aren't going to necessarily already know what dungeons look like or where to find the boss necessarily, but generally it's just the room you haven't been in yet that maybe uses the big key. You know, so it's not too terribly it's not too terribly helpful to have that. That's weird. There's nothing in this room, I guess? Just kind of here. Okay. Well, I'm going to... Well, I opened those rooms up. Well, I believe I'm going to pause it for now and take a restroom break real quick. Okay, there we go. Well, it's almost been 2 hours. And considering that, I think it's for certain I will not be beating this time. So there will at least be a part 3 of this stream. For some reason, this is longer than I expected it to be. Like, I don't know how long it took me to beat it the first time. But apparently it took me longer than I remember. Well, I think generally I kind of expect games to from this era to be beatable in an afternoon. Just generally. even if I don't necessarily always beat it in the afternoon. Okay. So yeah, that's why I was under the impression that I'd be beating this in 1 or 2 streams. Not a completely unreasonable thing to think, I think. Because, you know, why would you... Like, I know you can beat Super Metroid in like 3 hours. Not necessarily 100%, but, you know, beat it in that short an interval. Ah. No, that was my mistake. I think that's just like fairies up there or something. But I really don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. Like, I don't remember. There's no way to hop over there. Yeah. Yeah, jumping squash with the yellow leaves. Okay. Okay, I guess it's here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. There we go. Yeah. It only takes 2 hits to kill that. Okay, that's weird. I didn't get the big key well. Okay, I did get the big key. I just didn't realize I got it somehow. I don't know how I managed to not know that I got it. I was like, oh, the big key's in this room. I'm gonna search for it until I find it, and then I never realized that I found it somehow. Okay, well. Now that's done with. It's kind of weird to play this and know what to do but not know what to do. Alright, I need to hit the button. All of those are just magic mostly. It plays the secret sound even though there's no reason for it to. Yeah, now I got the fire rod. So I can open up the last area there. Ah, dang it. Those were hearts before, I think. Yeah. Okay, no they weren't. They were just magic. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. Whee! Whee! Okay. Okay. Well, I'll at least get through one more dungeon after this, I think. All these spines. You know, I never thought about before where all those spines and stuff must have come from. But I wonder how much stuff that is in later games is built off of what's in here. Like obviously this world is different than Breath of the Wild because Breath of the Wild doesn't have that, but or doesn't have like the dark world in it, but the giant, you know, rib cages that serve as like these passages between areas. Like those came from giant creatures of some kind, so there's that. Well, now he has a big hole in his face. But yeah. Whatever these bone things are from. The critter's dead. I don't think you can get there from here. Nope, it's from the other side you have to go. Wait. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to check. Because forgetting a bunch of the game details and stuff is just something that I do apparently. And there is a key that I'm missing. Evidently. I went in all the rooms over there though. So I don't know how I'm missing a key. Unless that area there is a spot I can go. I just didn't enter it correctly. Yeah, I guess I didn't. It's a wall to me, but not to the enemy. Okay. I forgot about this weird little room. Well, I mean, I remember that room, but I don't remember it being a thing you have to traverse. Oh, I guess he didn't drop magic. I thought they did for some reason. That would be too easy, I guess. Oh well. Well, I do have all the stuff for that dungeon now. Oh, it starts me back here. That was nice. I'm not even trying to perform well now. Because having no deaths is an impossibility now. I'm up to 3. I wonder what the average is for people that play this. Like how many is normal for people to do. I always thought this was a neat room. You have to go through all the different areas to get to the end. And then there's like a... I think this room is here to just... What? Yeah. If I recall correctly, that doubles the damage you deal. Okay, so... There we go. I think those are permanently on torches now. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Bouncing around like that. Wish there was a way to make that enemy not so annoying. Let's see what's here. I think it's just magic. Yeah, it's just magic. I thought it was a full magic though. But I might need it to get to the end though. Okay, the door's closed again. Eh. I wasn't gonna bother with health, because I could use more magic, I guess. some reason the D-pad on the Pro controller feels awkward still. I know I've mentioned that like several times before, but it's the sort of thing that, like, I think it's not in the optimal place for my thumb to reach. And it's not like large enough for it to feel like it's entirely comfortable. Maybe? I don't know what it is. Ah. Ah, dang it. I'm just being very careless now. Ah. But yeah, like there when I was just trying to press down, I ended up veering off to the left. Slightly. I know I could do this better if I like tried to time that more directly, but alright. Oh, okay. They do drop magic, I guess. They just don't do it all the time. And okay. Okay. There we go. I guess I have to wait out the clock now. Okay, it didn't keep me like that long. Yeah, I'll use one of these. Okay, and now there's a moth down there. The moth is, not that bad an enemy. It's in a confined space with the conveyor belt pushing me around, but, you know, as far as confined spaces go, it's not that bad. Oh yeah, and it has that. But the fire rod, I think, does like double or triple damage to it or something. This is a lot more hazardous than I remember it being. There we go. I remember I remember just mostly almost always using just fairies before. So I must just be really out of practice and bad at that, because I'm sure I never took that much damage from the moth before. Prophecy of the Great Cataclysm. Yep, there will be a hero that fights the bad guy who gets the Triforce. Yep. Yep, only someone from the special family can defeat the villain. That's not too bad, I guess, because at least it's a whole family that can do it. As far as prophecies go, I think that is better than like there being a definitive chosen hero. Because I was thinking about that, like, I like the idea of there being no real prophecy and it's just some person is out doing stuff. They end up going on a quest to save the world. It's not like Destiny or anything. It's not like a special chosen person. But I can see why. So, you know, just being in the family. But like, as far as magic swords, it said that only the person who is of the bloodline can use the magic sword. I kind of think that is a little more excusable. Like, if the magic sword is needed to defeat it, it's more excusable that, like, somebody from a certain family line can use the magic sword that's required to defeat the bad guy. Like, none of the other games, like, talk about it that way. They talk about, like, a particular person will arise. But if there were, like, magic swords in the real world, you could... I think it would be pretty believable if a family made it. Like, if a particular artisan made it, they'd make it so that only a specific person that is in their family can use it. Like, you know, if there were humans and other things like elves and dwarves, you would think that if humans made a sword, they could make a magic sword that only humans could use. I think that'd be effectively the same thing as this. What's going on here? You know, that seems kind of like it could be a thing. But I don't really know. Okay, so there is an entrance to the Dark World from the town. I think it's this area. Yeah, it requires you have the pegs. But yeah, that's what that is. Okay. But I think I mentioned it before, but I sort of like the Wind Waker the best out of it, because out of these games generally, because it doesn't. It's the only one I can think of that doesn't have like prophecy stuff in it. You're just some guy that happens to need to go do the thing that ends up saving the world. And it's also kind of amusing that the thing that you do is the thing that you end up doing is that most of the game is on a search to get the Triforce pieces that are spread out all over the ocean. So it's kind of like, I don't know. So much of that game is aimlessly going around trying to hunt for pieces of it and not doing like dungeons. You're just trying to find, you're just on like a constant treasure quest to get ancient lost artifacts. But yeah, I mean, this game's kind of like that too. I'm going around to get all the pieces of crystals that have people trapped inside them. I was wondering if I had any heart pieces. I don't think I do. Trying to think. This is 5 or level 4. So that means there's 4 more. Okay, so that means there's 4 more full heart containers and 8 left of the heart pieces. 2 of which I know are on Death Mountain that I can't get right now. That's not what I meant to press. Kind of wonder what those things are supposed to be. Okay. Time to go around this place. But what is that? For some reason that hair always reminded me of like a horse's mane. They don't look very horse-like though. They look more like frogs, maybe? Frogs with hair somehow? I don't know. Also, this compass is kind of a lie. It gives the big key to you right away. But yeah, actually no, I guess the compass isn't a lie. Because it is showing... Oh wait, no, that's not the room that has the boss in it. Because this dungeon is a little different than the rest of them. And the compass is not entirely accurate. This dungeon is a little more unique. And I think this dungeon does something that none of the other games even have. Like, I have all the items now, and, you know, I've only been through a few of the rooms. And most of the dungeon is still there to be discovered. So this dungeon is kind of, you know, each of these dungeons will have like a unique feel to them. I mean, in these games, the dungeons always have a unique sort of design to them, but this one in particular does weirder things, I think, than a lot of games in the series do. Like, this was the first time they could do half the things that, yeah. This was the first time they could make really big, expansive worlds. You know, because the NES was, the original Legend of Zelda was really ambitious for the time. How many screens and rooms and all the enemies it had and all the things you could discover. It's like one of the most in-depth games that was released at the time, I think. There we go. But yeah. This dungeon always felt like the weirdest one to me when I would play this. Just because it gives you most everything up front. Like, I think there is a key to find, but I'm not sure if it is even a key that you need to have to beat it. Like, maybe it... Like, I can't be certain because I don't remember for sure, but I don't think it's a key that you need to have to go everywhere. Maybe it is, though. I don't know. Okay, now I go through here. For some reason I was thinking there was something to find it in that area. Hey, look at this. I don't know if anyone knows the thing here, but the dungeon, the boss room, is just a chamber I could go in, no key or anything. There's nothing in here. That's the thing that makes the dungeon kind of unique. Even among Zelda games, like, you can go to the room that eventually will have the boss in it, but you don't actually have them in it to fight when you're in there initially. And I don't think any other Zelda game has ever done that, like, ever. Like, there's probably an example of one that does the same thing, but I'm not aware of what one it is. There's those weird amoeba monsters. And he got stuck, I guess. No, he got unstuck. I have no idea what those are supposed to be either. Weird magic and ghost starfish with nuclei. Okay. Oh, hey, look. It's, somebody's gonna give me a clue about how to defeat the boss. Don't be deceived by the magic of Blind the Thief. He's just named Blind. Be careful. Okay, I thought that was the hint that tells you how to beat the thing. Which it's not. I think maybe you get the hint for how to defeat him from somebody in the light world? Possibly. Okay. There we go. These are faults or deceptive cracks. As some of the cracks are deceptive in this game. These cracks are not deceptive. I don't even know if, I think when I played this originally I had trouble with this dungeon for some reason. I don't even know why, but I think I had to actually read the hint in order to get what to do. I mean, it's not exactly obvious that that's something you need to do, but you know, there's cracks in the floor, and that particular bombable spot looks a little different from all the others. As in, it actually has the, it's different in that it actually has the, it actually has, like, sunlight falling across it. But, other than that, I think I ended up, wandering around this dungeon for a while, not knowing what to do at first. There we go. Weird amoeba things and fire-breathing, not quite horse monsters. Yep, now I go up here. Ah. It's so hard to go down those stairs for some reason. Okay. There's horse frogs that breathe fire. Skeletons that throw bones at you when you try to take a swing at them. They're just minding their own business too. Yeah, it's up here. They're down here, I think. It's one of those giant urns. Okay. I guess I need a key for this. But yeah, you get keys. Oh. For some reason, I was thinking I needed actual keys for those. I guess those are big key locks. But yeah, the big key is like the first key you get. Well, here we go. Yeah. I saved someone. She's not in a crystal somehow. And is this the tunic? No, it's the better glove. Now I can lift the heavier stones. But this is an item that isn't actually used to defeat the boss. It's weird how the formula that everyone thinks is so like standard for Zelda is something that wasn't even really established in this game. Merely it was common for this to have the boss defeated by the item you get here. Okay, this is just a dead room. Luckily the conveyor belts aren't a problem here. You just do this until the enemy flies into it. Could have sworn there's something in here though. There's like a, I may have already played the dungeon that has it, but there's like a few dungeons that have rooms that fairies are in. I guess I'll use that. Whee! I guess that room has absolutely no... I guess that room had absolutely no function other than to be a trap. A trap for a new player. Yeah, that... I don't think there's a way to open that door there on the right. I think that's like a one-way path. And this is a dead end. Nope, it's not a dead end. It's the other one that was a dead end. Whee! Okay. I think it was somebody in the town tells you that there used to be a thief named Blind. That they don't know where the thief had gone off to because he like disappeared. And so somebody in the town in the light world tells you that Blind doesn't like light. If you exit this dungeon with this person, you just go back to the dungeon and you don't actually like rescue her. She just disappears. So you have to take her to the light up here. And then it turns into the final boss monster. That's why I said the compass lies. I meant to hit the item button, or item select button. But unfortunately, I didn't hit it fast enough. It's not... What? I didn't get that treasure chest? Okay. Okay, it's just a little bit of money. But yeah, it's weird when I'm trying to, it's a little bit difficult to try to hit the, whatever the start button is. I think it's plus on this Pro controller. It's not like in the middle of the thing, so you kind of have to take your hands off the other buttons and try to get up there. That's a disadvantage with having a ton of buttons on the controller, is that it means you're going to have some difficulty with having the correct things everywhere. Let's see. I don't have very many hearts, so I'm gonna go down here and attempt to claim a fairy. Okay. Okay. Well, that'll be good for a start. Yeah. I could go get the other one in the next room to the left, but I think I'll just go up here again. Luckily, I don't think you need to... Yeah, you don't need to do that again. If I recall correctly, you can just go up here and wait for him to come down to the bottom. Because the magic of 2D means that his orientation is easier to hit now. Now that he's facing the other direction. I think his attacks are just entirely random. Ah. There we go. And yeah, the that improved grab ability has nothing to do with this boss fight. Oh, for some reason I thought he had a third head he spawned. I mean, I guess he did spawn the third head, but for some reason I thought there were 3 flying heads that jump around the screen. I guess not. That dungeon's relatively simple. It's pretty straightforward, apart from the last thing you need to do, which is fight the boss like that. But yeah, somebody in the town tells you that blind hates light. So if you figure out that that's supposed to be blind, then that's your clue to dump him in the light. Yep, there we go. Knights of Hyrule are nearly wiped out. Yes, I understand. Why would he be the last one if the battle happened ages ago? Like, was... those knights just didn't get around very much, I guess. Even after. They had a strict, very regimented and quiet behavior. Okay. So now is the point where I can go over here. I can get in here. I think at one point when I was looking for hearts I would hit all of those pegs. But that's not what I want to be doing here. Pretty sure there was something there, but for some reason I can't remember what it was. See, the one guy lost his partner. The one blacksmith. Maybe I need to go... No. I need to be here to find his partner. And in order to restore him... was one of these hard to pick up item? No. That's the place where you go to get the bat to hit you with the half magic thing. But yeah. And his lost partner is in the dark world. I could have sworn his lost partner was like in his hut in the dark world. I think maybe it's something that isn't the case now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can talk to the trees, you just have to make them spit out their bombs first. I guess. Then they give you the hint. I keep hitting the map button when I mean to hit that one. Okay. Now I can lift up all the black stones instead of just the the other stones. Yeah, see, that one just says, quit bothering me. I think most of them just say, quit bothering me. So, yeah. That's why I wasn't talking to them. Wow, he sells the better shield and the upgraded bee. Or no, I think that's just a regular bee that he sells. I guess bees are rare in this world. Because instead of the trees having bees in them, they have bombs. I didn't think there was anything there. Like, I never remember going in there before, because normally when I would play this, I would never use the shops. Because why use the shops if you know what to do and you generally don't get hit by the enemies? There's no point to use the shops then. If that's, you know, just how you play. I'm going to have to think. Because I'm sure that the blacksmith is here somewhere. Pretty sure you need the big bomb to get in there. But just in case I don't, I'll go ahead and... Okay. Nope, I don't need the big bomb to get in there. Maybe that means that the big bomb is only used on the pyramid at the end. Oh, I don't need the 300 gold, or 300 rupees. But I guess I at least cleared that out. Hmm. I really don't remember. Oh well. Oh, okay, there he is. That is the blacksmith up there. Please take me to my partner. Yeah, you look ordinary. Take me to someone. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Don't know how he got stuck behind those rocks. I mean, I guess he's a frog, so... I don't know why the blacksmith guy would turn into a frog, though. The bunny I can see. It's because the nature of the hero is that he's like... I guess... passive? Yeah, we found the partner. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Well, now that I don't have the Master Sword anymore. Yeah. Wait. I do have it still. Okay. That's why I remember doing these two things in tandem. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Temper my sword. Okay. Tempered for 10. You pay them 10 rupees, and it doubles the power of the Master Sword. But it takes them like 5 minutes or something. You can never open this chest because the key is locked inside. Well, I don't remember exactly when you, I don't remember exactly where it is that you learn about this. But there is a guy that is a retired thief. Oh right, I forgot I don't have the sword. There is a guy who's a retired thief that, that just likes to linger outside the desert. And actually, I remember who tells you that. Somebody in the forest tells you that. He says that there used to be another person. He says, "What are you doing here? This is a den of thieves. There used to be another one of our number, but he went off to the desert." And that's how you're supposed to know to take this treasure chest up to him, and then he'll open it. Which, you know, having little things like that in this, it's pretty neat. I heard that, you know, I used to be a thief. Promise not to tell. Okay. Magic bottle. Yeah. I don't know why I was trying to use the sword there. Okay, for some reason I was thinking that was the part to get into the Dark World in this area. But nope. Okay. There's at least one other spot that I can go to get a heart piece that I know of. So easy to forget that I don't have a sword right now. Because you normally always do. Or at least got rid of the beating. And I don't have any heart pieces right now. Well, I'll at least get this fairy. I never remember how long it takes. Like, I think there were other errands I'd run while I was doing this, typically. And a run through. Whee! Statues! Can't remember if there's something at the desert entrance or not. Like, I don't think there is, but I may as well check. Yeah, up here. In the cave. Oh, there's another one. Well, I guess I won't bother with that for now. I don't really need it anyway. It's very convenient that all the trees in the Dark World grew basically exactly where all the trees in the Light World are. Must be some like weak force that does that. Yeah, now we've got the strongest sword. I think it's double the power of the Master Sword. So that's nice. I could have gotten that as soon as I got the stronger grip power up in that other place. Okay. Well, I don't really know if I want to continue playing this for now. I haven't gone my full as long as I normally do, but I can probably save the rest for later. Let's see. I'll figure out where I want to end it though. Are there any obvious collectibles I can get? Let's see. I guess I can go toss a bunch of rupees into the fountain. What? I thought it grabbed you as long as you were in the general area. Okay. Okay, that was... Okay, I remember the area now. There's a whole bunch of warps everywhere. That is a portal to the Dark World there. Underneath that 8-ball. I think it's also the next, dungeon, but I'm not sure. Okay. But before I actually go there, I probably want to, before I go there, it seems like maybe I should refill my, my potions. I guess I could get 2 more. I can't remember if I need money for anything else. I guess I could go do that digging minigame with a bunch of money. Because I think that's the last thing that I need more money for, besides maxing out bombs and arrows. I always thought this was funny when you play this game for the first time and you find a thing that you can just toss money into for seemingly no reason. It always seemed like a kind of a funny thing. Because for some reason, I think the first time I played the game, I also had trouble with, I didn't have enough money. I think it was because I used arrows a lot, so I ended up buying a lot of arrows. But then as I played the game more and more, I got more used to using the boomerang most of the time. So I ended up not using the... I'm never gonna run out of these. Okay, I'm gonna go get... I guess I'll go do the digging minigame. Okay. And then after that... I just want to see if this is the correct dungeon. 5? Yeah, it's the correct one. That's the next one to do. Okay. Let's see. I think there's a heart piece in the desert somewhere. But other than that... most of the things that I know to do are things that I know when I see them, but not like I can't think of them offhand. It's weird how that can be the thing that matters. Like just now I tried to go to the digging minigame in the overworld, but it's like, no, it actually requires me to be in the dark world for that. I guess the quickest way is in the forest up there. But yeah. It's like, I know that the digging game is something, but for some reason I couldn't remember that I need to be actually there in order to do it. Magic hammer. Okay. I guess I'll just dig and dig and dig until I find either run out of money or find the heart piece. I don't think the arrow game has a heart piece. Which, I may be wrong about that. For some reason, I thought you got to keep the shovel. Because the shovel, like, you can dig anywhere and it will have a low chance of you getting stuff. I hope it's not in, like, one particular spot. Like, I hope it's just in a random spot, that way, you know, it won't take me too long to find it. I'll just keep digging until I find it. Of course, the flute's always in the same spot, I think. So it would make sense if maybe the heart piece is in the same spot too, but if it was, I would think I'd have some vague idea about where I should be looking, if that was the case. Well, I'll give it one more go. If I don't find it this time, I'll give up for now and come back later. I need 2 pieces anyway to get the next heart. It is suspicious that that rock is there where it is, but I don't think anything outside the field is considered that area. Okay. I'm missing the one. Let's see. The one that I don't have is in the desert. Maybe I'll go get the one that's in the desert. I think to get there I need to use the flute. I may as well. I did not know that there were screens that the bird wouldn't come on. Oh, wait. Yeah, of course not. This is the dark world. And that's the wrong spot to use it. Oh well. Yeah, the bird doesn't exist in the other place. I like how many different warp places that you get. Okay. I'm not going to go directly to the swamp area. But let's see. I can't remember if there's a... I think there's just a ferry. Oh, there's a guy here. Sure, let's pay the rupees. Move the air with more force and the monsters, the rain may stop. Nope. May as well grab all that. That's him saying how to clear up the storm here. I think this might be the heart piece. Nope, that's the ferry. Okay. It's good that the ferries still exist in the Dark World. Yeah, and that's telling you need to use the magic to open it up. Yeah, it's not the quake that does it, it's ether that opens it. Okay, I guess I need to enter from the other side. Like, I definitely do need to do that. Okay, well, back to the Dark World from the other side. I don't know why it wasn't... I don't know why it is that I remember only part of these things and not the whole part. I guess it's just been a long time. Ages. I know what those enemies are. Those are the octopi that shoot rocks. But like that thing? It's a mushroom that spits out bombs? I don't get that one. I don't think that's a creature that appears in any of the other games. It might appear in like Link's Awakening or something. Or poisonous zucchini or poisonous squash that hops at you with deadly pink or deadly flowers. Or deadly yellow leaves. Okay. Magic of Bombos. I don't think this power is something that is required for the game to complete it. It's kind of impressive how many of the items in this game are optional, considering. Because Ether you use, but Bombos and... yeah, I think you do use Quake, but this is something that I don't think is used anywhere. Also, the Ice Rod isn't used anywhere. And apparently you can get it much earlier than I remember it being possible. Same with the Cape. But there's only a couple different things that you can use it for. Or there's only a couple different unlockables you use it to get. But still, that's better than what Aquaria did with its unlockables, because there were fewer. Let's see. What else is it that I can get? I'm gonna have to think. I think there was... I think there was something at Death Mountain that I could get now. Because I have the better... Because I have the better grab power. I'll see if I can get that heart piece up there. The old man has the same power as a fairy. The old man who lives alone in the mountaintops. It's weird how all of these games tend to have things in them that they only carry a couple of things forward into the next game in the series. Usually. Like... like... What are those? The hopping spider things? Like, I'm sure there's hopping spider enemies in a lot of the later games, but like... not all of them have those. The one I played most recently, other than this, is Breath of the Wild. So I can for sure remember that, you know, some of them aren't in Breath of the Wild. But apart from that, most of them are things that I don't remember terribly well. Like that thing, whatever it is. Thing that turns the stone when you attack it, and then it, you know, unstones itself, and I don't think there's a way to kill it. Like, I don't think that exists in any other game. Yeah. Well, that's annoying. I kicked it in there. There we go. Okay. If I recall correctly, there's like a passage. Maybe that's the... I think maybe that might be the one that you have to get access to Turtle Rock to get. Which I can get by using the hammer there right now. No, doesn't look like it. Hmm. Okay. I think that is the last one to get here. Okay. Yeah, I think I have everything up to the point of where I'm at. Even though the game is such that I can go wherever I want, really. You know, I think there isn't any restrictions to which dungeon I can really go to for sure. Like I could complete any of the last dungeons in the order that I want to. So that's nice. So I will save and quit because I'm not caring about my deaths or restarts at this point. And I'm going to leave off for now there. And then I will continue next time playing through this, and then after that I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. So anybody that's still there, I'll see you next time, and goodbye.